Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more work on the IA today, and if you look, all the groups, all the seniors have done this. Just one group I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it. So you guys were describing to each other the best movie you ever saw and the best meal you ever had. And the idea is, what happened when everybody started talking about their favorites? For me, what I notice is the volume kind of goes up in the room. Kind of seems like a little bit of excitement going on. So you think about, how did your partner sound? How fast did they speak? What was their body language? Were they passionate about it? Things like that. Well, the idea is, think about those things that you like the most. Hopefully you can find that in IA. So a successful IA topic is one that excites or intrigues you. You want to share it with other people, and it makes you ask more questions. So you're looking for something that you're really willing to spend the time on. Now, what I need everybody to do is, you can look on page 17 if you need to see this a little bit closer up, but I need each group, so we're talking about groups of 2, you can have a group of 3 only if you have an odd number in the class, but I want you to pick one of these. Now, they look a little bit weird, so what I mean by weird is some of these are bolded and they this looks like a heading, but it's not. Okay, so all of these are words to choose from in each column. So each group of 2 or a max of 3 if you have an odd number in class on a particular day, pick one of these stimuli and make a mind map. Just like you did the last time, see what can you think of that has to do with math and that topic. Where are numbers involved? What kind of modeling exists? Anything you can think of, and make a mind map. When you have finished making a mind map, what you're going to do, and you can do this with your partner, is write a name, a rationale, and the math connections that have to do with one branch that you find on your mind map. After you do that, pair up with another group. Propose your IA topic to them and see what kind of feedback they give you, and then vice versa. Okay, so listen to each other's ideas. Okay, you should stop the video here until you've had time to complete all of that. You can go back if you need to remember some of the things. And when you're ready, start back here. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to grade one more final IA. This is on pages 49 through 63 of your workbook, and it's called the regularization of irregular verbs. As you go through, I want you to annotate. If you see something good, if you see something bad, where does it correspond to on the rubric under A, B, C, D, or E? When you're done marking and reading, that'll take you a while to read through that. Then kind of shout out everybody, or not shout, but as you go through for each criteria, say what you got. So for instance, when you're ready, so stop the video now, but when you're done reading, start back, and then say what you got for A. How did you score it? And then you can look and see, how did A do? Okay. So here's A. Take a minute. Look and see what they said about it. Notice their description. They thought it was, this was a pretty good one. Okay. Remember, it has to be complete and concise. It has to cover everything and not beat around the bush. Okay, everybody say what you got for B. Okay, now here's the deal. For multiplication, remember, you can only use the dot or the parentheses. Okay, so you can get penalized for that. They said it wasn't distracting, so they didn't penalize. I'm going to penalize. Okay, they were happy with the labeling of axes. So everybody say what you think for 3. I'm sorry, for C. Okay, so personal engagement, you can read. They were pretty impressed with this. Okay, think about what you got for reflection. Okay, they weren't as impressed here. finally, mathematics. Okay, so you can see the difference between if you were an SL student or an HL student. And here you can see the final marks. After that, if you have any time left, you can just think about and research the ideas that you have for your own personal IA.